What's going on, Freightskills? Welcome to another video. In this video, we are talking sales research. How do you actually research your sales prospects in order to sound educated when you call them on the phone? Now, before we get into exactly how to do that, make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel so that you don't miss any of my freight broker sales trainings, right? We do a lot of videos in here, usually on a weekly basis, and I give you top-notch broker information from somebody who's been doing this for 15 years. So if you've watched any kind of freight broker content, especially mine and just about every other salesperson, will tell you that you need to spend time researching your prospects. But a lot of people will say that, but they won't give you the actual steps to do it. So in this video, we're gonna give you a 3-step framework that you can use in order to research your customers and sound more educated on the phone. Now, I was talking to one of my customers the other day, and they told us that they receive between 30 and 40 phone calls from brokers soliciting them per day. Now, the fact that they tell me that and they don't use any of them is something that I can make another video on how to build that connection. But the thing to pull away from that is they're getting a lot of phone calls. It is really, really hard to stand out. And I asked them, I said, what do you do with all these calls that you get? And she said, well, I always ask them one question, and usually I could just hang up the phone after they can't answer it. So what's the question? She said, the question is, what do I ship? So she's asking all of these wannabe carriers for her, what do I ship? And none of them can answer that question. And that just goes to show how low the competition actually is for you to stand out, because nobody is doing this research that I'm going to teach you how to do right now. Before you call any prospect, while you're doing your customer research, you need to ask yourself these 3 things. You need to be able to answer these 3 questions before you pick up the phone. If you cannot answer these 3 questions about a company, you have no business calling them. You're wasting your time, and all you're doing is making it easier for people like me to take in and take the customers that you dream of. Sorry to be harsh, but that is the reality. And on this channel, we don't like to sugarcoat things. So, what is the first question that you need to ask yourself? When you're researching the company, the first question that you need to ask yourself is, what do they ship? All right, and I'm making that number 1 because that's what my customer flat out told me. What do these people ship? What do they make? What do they sell? How do they make their money? How are the products that they're selling made? All of those questions fall into the same category, and it's something that you need to answer. Do they ship pharmaceutical items? Do they ship fruit? Do they ship wood? Do they ship chemicals? Do they ship bags? What is it that these people are shipping from A to B? Once you can answer that question, you can move on to step 2, because that is going to send you down the rabbit hole of researching, what is this stuff? How does it move? Is it dry freight? Is it packaged? Is it liquid? Is it bulk? Is it flatbed over dimensional? You have to be able to answer that question before you give these customers a call. Okay, so that's number 1. What does this customer ship? Number 2, after you figured out what these customers ship, you need to ask yourself, who do I need to talk to? Now, there's a lot of ways to figure out who you need to talk to. The best way, in my opinion, is LinkedIn Sales Navigator. I tell everybody I'm not sponsored by LinkedIn. I'll put a link down below what to sign up for, but every single person in my company, including myself, and every single person that I teach to use LinkedIn Sales Navigator. It's the easiest way. You can go right on there. You can sort by title. You could find out the decision makers at pretty much any company who is in the 21st century. Okay, so LinkedIn Sales Navigator, that's how you find out who you need to talk to. You're looking for logistics coordinators, logistics directors, purchasing managers, VPs, operational executives. All right, the higher up the chain you can go, the better. So that's the second question you need to ask. Who do I need to talk to? The third and last question that you need to ask yourself and be able to answer before you make these calls is, how do I get in touch? Phone, email, LinkedIn message. Those are the 3 primary ways that we teach to get in touch with a customer. You need to decide for yourself which one fits my sales style and which one will maximize my chances of getting in touch with people. If you've been watching my channel, prefer to teach a hybrid approach where you're using at least 2 to 3 contact points in order to get in touch with people. Whether that be LinkedIn and the phone, email in the phone, LinkedIn and email. Personally, I recommend that you use the phone as one of your contact points, but the bottom line is you need to decide what is the best way for me to contact these people. And once you can answer those 3 questions for yourself, you have done enough research to be able to justify making that phone call, sending that email, sending that LinkedIn message. So customer research really does not have to be overthunk. It's as easy as answering those 3 questions, and then you can move forward, do that 100 times, and that's how you build your sales list. Now, I hope you loved this video. I hope this was a help for you. And if you got any value from it at all, what I want you to do is pick your favorite point that I covered, maybe pick one of the 3 questions, and drop some insights on it down below in the comments. And the reason why I ask you to do that is not just because it helps me get my message out to more people, but it actually helps you retain this information. Because when you make these comments and you make an effort to pull something out of these videos and verbalize it in the comment section, what you're actually doing is reinforcing that process in your brain. Your subconscious is going to work on that, and this is going to start to become second nature for you, where not only do you not have to think about doing it, but you get better at doing it without even trying. All right, so it's a cool little thing. Make sure you drop a comment below, and of course, if you haven't already, make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, so that you don't miss any more freight broker lessons. Now, until the next video, I'll see you soon.